Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into The Coffee Bean, a compelling modern fable about resilience, adaptability, and the power of positive transformation. Published in 2019 and authored by John Gordon and Damon West, this narrative follows Abe, an average American whose encounter with a life-changing lesson from his science teacher, Mr. Jackson, reshapes his world view. As we trace Abe's journey from childhood into adulthood, we learn how adopting the mindset of a coffee bean allows him to overcome adversity and influence his environment positively. John Gordon, known for his motivational speaking and best-selling books like The Energy Bus, alongside co-author Damon West, a motivational speaker with a powerful life story of transformation detailed in The Change Agent, brings a wealth of experience and insight into positive leadership and personal growth. The Coffee Bean is an extension of their expertise, offering readers a simple yet profound lesson on how to thrive in challenging conditions. This book is perfect for anyone facing obstacles, feeling overwhelmed by life's pressures, or simply curious about the symbolic significance of coffee. Through Abe's story, Gordon and West reveal how embracing challenge and change can turn us into individuals who influence the world for the better, reminding us that we hold the power to transform our lives and our surroundings. Join us as we unpack the lesson that the coffee bean presents and explore how it can be applied to our daily lives, turning adversity into opportunity. The Coffee Bean, a simple lesson to create positive change. Introduction. Discover the extraordinary lesson hidden in your daily cup of Java. Imagine the entire world sitting down, united by a simple yet universal morning ritual, sipping on a steaming cup of coffee. From city skyscrapers to quiet country homes, this beloved habit bridges cultures, professions, and lifestyles, all powered by a single ingredient: the coffee bean. Beyond merely waking us up, coffee offers a moment of quiet reflection, a burst of inspiration, and a sensory journey with every sip. But have you ever pondered the deeper significance of the coffee bean beyond its ability to fuel our days? Embedded within this unassuming bean lies a profound lesson, not about coffee, but about life itself. Through a captivating fable, we explore this lesson, one that can transform our approach to life's challenges, enabling us to emerge from adversity stronger and more resilient. This isn't just a story, it's an invitation to view the world through a new lens. In our journey, we'll uncover the secrets to breaking free from despair, how to avoid becoming hardened by life's trials, and the way to preserve optimism in the face of overwhelming odds. The essence of the coffee bean holds the key to enduring life's pressures, not just with grace, but with transformative power. Welcome to a narrative that stretches far beyond the morning brew, offering a profound perspective shift on how to navigate life's boiling waters, all inspired by the humble coffee bean. Part 1. When life throws a curveball, how do we hit it? Meet Abraham, commonly known as Abe, a teenager who embodies the American dream of a high school experience. With his eyes set on the stars and his feet firmly planted on the football field, Abe's life is a balance between achieving academic excellence and sportsmanship. As a senior, the world seems ripe for his taking, with aspirations of college football glinting on the horizon. Abe, however, isn't just a stereotype. He's a nuanced character who finds joy in the intricacies of his science class, led by his favorite teacher, Mr. Jackson. But beneath the surface of this seemingly well-adjusted student-athlete lies a turmoil threatening to disrupt his calm waters. One day, Mr. Jackson notices a change in Abe's demeanor, a manifestation of unspoken troubles brewing beneath his stoic exterior. Compelled by concern, Mr. Jackson initiates a conversation after class, uncovering Abe's struggles that extend beyond the classroom and football field. Abe's personal life is marked by familial unrest, echoing whispers of divorce that cast a long shadow over his home. At school, Upcoming exams, a critical essay, and an all-important football game add layers to his stress. This game isn't just another match. It's a battleground for Abe's future, represented by the watchful eyes of college scouts. Abe feels trapped in a cycle of expectations. A hero when victorious, a disappointment when defeated. This narrative of struggle and the burden of expectations isn't unique to a high school sports hero. It's a universal chapter in the human experience. Whether it's a pivotal presentation, a crucial meeting, or an important personal decision, we all face our version of the big game, where the outcome seems to define us in the eyes of others. So, how do we navigate these high-pressure scenarios that life inevitably presents? It turns out, Mr. Jackson offers a piece of wisdom, not solely for Abe, but for anyone grappling with life's relentless complexities. Part 2. How resilience fades in the face of adversity. In the quiet aftermath of Abe's heartfelt confession, Mr. Jackson responded with a gentle nod. "I know how you feel," he said, choosing not to shower Abe with typical advice or cliched wisdom. Instead, he presented Abe with a seemingly odd task. Boil a carrot and observe the changes it undergoes in the process. The next day, after completing the task, Abe reported to Mr. Jackson that the carrot, which started firm and resilient, had turned soft after enduring the boiling water. This simple experiment served as the foundation for Mr. Jackson's profound lesson. He explained that the carrot's transformation was not just a physical change, but a metaphor for how individuals can be affected by the harsh, boiling waters of life's challenges. The boiling water represents the turbulent times we all inevitably face, be it within our homes, workplaces, or personal relationships. Just as the carrot softens, we too can become weak, losing our strength and resilience when submerged in difficult conditions. Mr. Jackson pointed out that, in such intense situations, it's all too easy to succumb to feelings of hopelessness and defeat, letting the adversity transform us into less than what we are. We might consider abandoning challenging jobs, giving up on strained relationships, or withdrawing from the activities that once brought us joy. Essentially, losing our vigor and zest for life. This weakening, as Mr. Jackson elucidated, is not an inevitable fate that falls upon us. Rather, it stems from a belief that the challenges before us are insurmountable, that the boiling waters are too hot to withstand. It's this belief that can turn us into a softened carrot, overwhelmed and overcome by our circumstances. To navigate through these challenges and avoid becoming like the softened carrot, we require a shift in mindset. It's not just about facing the adversity head-on, but understanding that we possess the strength within us to withstand the heat and emerge unscathed. Mr. Jackson's lesson for Abe and for all of us is about cultivating resilience and recognizing our own capacity to overcome life's boiling points. Through his next lessons, Mr. Jackson aims to teach Abe and us precisely how to achieve this transformation. Part 3. From facing the heat to turning stone cold. Navigating through our metaphorical boiling water, we've seen how adversity can soften us, making us feel defeated and vulnerable. But what happens when the opposite occurs? What if, instead of becoming soft like a carrot, we transform into something hard, impenetrable? Mr. Jackson introduces this concept through his next critical lesson, drawing from another familiar kitchen experiment, the boiling of an egg. Unlike the carrot, an egg reacts to boiling water by becoming hard-boiled. This transformation, as Mr. Jackson pointed out, serves as a powerful metaphor for another way we can respond to life's challenges. When confronted with adversity, it's possible to harden ourselves emotionally, to become hard-hearted. In this state, our hearts, metaphorically speaking, turn into fortresses. Love struggles to exit or enter, and instead of warmth and compassion, we are filled with bitterness and animosity. This hard-heartedness is akin to putting up a defensive wall against the world, adopting a stance of hostility as if to say, You hurt me, so I'll hurt you back. It's a natural reaction to the onslaught of challenges and negativity we face, not just in our personal lives, but in the broader landscape of our digital era. Abe, like many of us, found himself diving into the depths of social media and online content, only to be met with a barrage of negativity, cruel comments, anxiety inducing news, and vitriolic speeches, further fueling his descent into hard heartedness. However, Mr. Jackson cautions against attributing our emotional hardening solely to external circumstances, whether they be personal challenges or the pervasive negativity online. Instead, he suggests that becoming hard hearted is a choice, propelled by our belief that these external forces have the power to change us. It's not the adversity itself that hardens us, but our reaction to it, our acceptance of the belief that we must become hard to survive. Recognizing this, Mr. Jackson prepares to lead Abe, and through him, us, toward understanding that while becoming hard hearted might offer a temporary shield, it also isolates us from the very connections that make life meaningful. To navigate through life's boiling waters without losing our essence, we need to adopt a new mindset, one that neither succumbs to softness nor embraces hardness. Mr. Jackson's upcoming lesson aims to illuminate this path, guiding Abe towards a more balanced and resilient approach to life's adversities. Part 4. Embrace your inner coffee bean for true transformation. After delving into the lessons of the carrot and the egg, Abe stood at the crossroads of transformation, uncertain of the path that lay before him. Neither succumbing to adversity nor hardening against it resonated with his journey. It was then that Mr. Jackson introduced the concept that would change everything: the coffee bean. For his next assignment, Abe was tasked with a simple yet profound experiment: boil coffee beans and observe the outcome. Unlike the previous tasks, this one unveiled a wholly unexpected result. When he reported back, Abe shared his findings with a sense of wonder. Boiling coffee beans had led to the creation of coffee, an infusion that signified not just a transformation of the beans, but an alteration of the environment itself. This revelation stands in stark contrast to the lessons learned from the carrot and the egg. Whereas they were changed by their surroundings, the coffee beans enacted change upon theirs. They didn't weaken nor harden, they transformed the water into something entirely new and delightful. In essence, the coffee beans introduced something beautiful and valuable from within themselves, altering their external circumstances. The metaphor here goes beyond the culinary. It's an insight into human potential and resilience. We, like coffee beans, have the innate ability to impact our environment positively, to evoke change not by succumbing to or fighting against our circumstances, but by enriching the world with our essence. Mr. Jackson's lesson underscores a profound truth. The power within us can surpass any external forces. Recognizing and embracing this power is key to not just surviving but thriving amidst life's challenges. It involves knowing and believing in our capacity to transform our environments for the better, just as the coffee beans do with water. The practical application of this metaphor is about to unfold in Abe's journey, showcasing how this transformative approach can manifest in real-life situations. As we follow Abe's steps, we're invited to consider how we, too, can embody the spirit of the coffee bean, transforming challenges into opportunities and radiating positive change in our surroundings. Part 5. Abe's Journey. From Adversity to Impact. Abe's final conversation with Mr. Jackson was not just another episode in his high school life, but a turning point that defined his future. Grasping the essence of the coffee bean, he couldn't keep this transformative lesson to himself. Sharing it with his football team ignited a spark that propelled them to win not just the crucial game, but also the state championship. Achievements accompanied by a personal setback for Abe, an injury that threatened his athletic dreams. However, the spirit of the coffee bean, deeply internalized, enabled Abe to see beyond his immediate circumstances. Even with his dreams on hold, he didn't succumb to despair. Instead, he channeled his energy into founding a coffee bean club at his school. The club's mission was simple yet profound: to infuse the school and broader community with positivity through acts of kindness and encouragement. The ripple effect of their actions transformed the school's atmosphere, embedding a culture where negativity lost its grip and being a coffee bean became the epitome of cool. Abe's story didn't stop there. It was merely the beginning of a journey marked by resilience and the ability to inspire change. His high school experiences paved the way for his college football career, military service, and eventual return to civilian life as a family man and a mentor to young athletes. Throughout his various roles, from a cadet and army officer to a coach and sales professional, Abe carried the lesson of the coffee bean with him, inspiring a wide array of individuals to recognize their capacity to transform their surroundings. Yet, as Abe embarked on his career in sales, he was faced with a daunting question. Can the philosophy of the coffee bean hold up against the immovable obstacles and forces that often seem beyond our control? It's a question that resonates across all facets of life, challenging the notion of personal agency in the face of systemic and global challenges. Abe's narrative, deeply personal yet universally relevant, illustrates the power each person has to enact positive changes, no matter the scale. It beckons us to explore the extent of our own influence in shaping not just our immediate environment, but the broader world around us, urging us to ask ourselves, in the face of adversity, how can we, too, be like the coffee bean? Part 6. Transforming Adversity into Opportunity. Abe's Ultimate Test. Abe found himself in a tumultuous period at his sales job, grappling with declining sales figures that seemed resistant to every effort. It wasn't a solitary struggle. His colleagues and the entire company were ensnared in the same storm. The relentless market pressures, coupled with sweeping macroeconomic and technological shifts, loomed as insurmountable forces, casting a shadow over their collective future. As the pressures mounted, so did the personal toll on Abe. The weight of financial responsibilities and the dimming prospects at work began to distort the once cherished perspectives of his family life, turning them into sources of stress rather than joy. His reactions were twofold: internally hardening, becoming reticent and distant towards his wife, an echo of the hardened egg, and entertaining thoughts of escape or drastic change, mirroring the defeated softness of the carrot. Yet it was during a moment of reflection, with a simple cup of coffee in hand, that Abe reconnected with the profound lesson of the coffee bean imparted by Mr. Jackson years ago. This epiphany sparked a resurgence of resolve. He realized that succumbing to the harsh realities or hardening against them wasn't the path forward. Instead, he remembered the transformative potential within him, capable of altering his environment rather than being altered by it. Returning to work with renewed vigor, Abe shifted his focus from his struggles to exploring new avenues for growth and relationship building. His efforts paid off, not only salvaging his sales figures, but also propelling him to a leadership position within the company. Under his guidance, the company embraced the changing landscape, not as a threat, but as a canvas for innovation and adaptation, adding new products and adopting new technologies and practices. Abe's story leaves us with two enduring lessons about facing life's adversities. The first is about resilience, the recognition that while external pressures may be unyielding, our response to them, our ability to adapt, innovate, and transform, lies within our control. Much like the coffee bean transforms boiling water, we have the potential to influence our circumstances positively. The second lesson revolves around perspective, viewing challenges not as impassable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. By embracing this mindset, Abe didn't just save his career and impact his company's trajectory. He reaffirmed the timeless lesson that our greatest trials could lead to our most significant triumphs, so long as we remember to harness the enduring power of the coffee bean. Part 7. Embracing the transformative choice of the coffee bean. From the hallways of his high school to the challenges of the corporate world, Abe's journey exemplifies a powerful narrative of transformation. Initially caught between the vulnerabilities of the carrot and the rigidity of the egg, Abe discovered and embraced the dynamic essence of the coffee bean, becoming an agent of change in every facet of his life. Yet, his evolution wasn't linear. It was punctuated by moments of regression, where the old fears and defenses resurfaced. This cyclical pattern of transformation underscores a vital lesson. The choice to embody the resilience and influence of the coffee bean is not a one-time decision, but a continuous commitment, molded and remolded by the ebb and flow of life's circumstances. This realization serves as both a cautionary tale and a beacon of hope. It warns against the complacency of thinking our transformation is complete, reminding us that the potential to revert to our old ways, to the carrot or the egg, remains if we lose sight of our capacity for change. Yet, it also reassures us that redemption and renewal are always within reach, that the essence of the coffee bean, the ability to transform our surroundings rather than be subdued by them, resides perennially within us, waiting to be awakened and enacted anew. Moreover, Abe's journey illuminates the collective dimension of transformation. Both as a high school leader and a corporate trailblazer, Abe's metamorphosis into a coffee bean was not a solitary endeavor, but a communal pursuit, inspiring and galvanizing others towards a shared vision of change. This collective dimension elevates the narrative, suggesting that the metaphor of the carrot, egg, and coffee bean extends beyond individual choice to encompass organizational and societal shifts. In the later chapters of his story, Abe's mission to disseminate the coffee bean lesson reflects an understanding of this broader impact. His travels and talks, aimed at instilling the transformative mindset in diverse audiences, underscore a universal truth that within each of us and within our communities and institutions lies the potential to be a force for positive change. Abe's story is a reminder and an invitation to all of us to actively cultivate and choose the coffee bean mindset, to remember and harness our intrinsic power to positively affect our environment regardless of the adversities we face. It's a call to action for individuals and organizations alike to reimagine and reshape their world, fueled by the belief in their transformative potential. And so, the next chapter awaits, perhaps yours, to unfold a new story of transformation. The essence of the coffee bean, with its promise of change and growth, is a legacy and a lesson for us all, urging us to discover and deploy our power to make a difference in the world around us. Final summary. In the journey through life's boiling waters, our challenges and adversities, we encounter three archetypal responses, each illustrated by the transformation of everyday objects when exposed to heat. The tale of the carrot, the egg, and the coffee bean serves as a compelling metaphor for our potential pathways in the face of difficulty. First, we meet the carrot, which enters the water strong but emerges softened, weakened by the environment. This symbolizes a response where we allow our challenges to beat us down, leading us to become demoralized and overwhelmed by fear and despair. Then there's the egg, which starts off fragile but becomes hardened, its interior solidifying beyond recognition. In life, this represents those moments when adversity causes us to grow bitter, building a tough exterior to shield ourselves from further pain, yet becoming isolated in the process. But the most inspiring response is exemplified by the coffee bean. Unlike the carrot and the egg, the coffee bean doesn't just undergo change, it initiates it, transforming the boiling water itself into something new and delightful. This approach to life's challenges urges us to perceive and harness our capacity to impact our surroundings positively, to infuse our environments with our essence, and turn adversity into opportunity. Each of these reactions to adversity, becoming soft and defeated like the carrot, hard and closed off like the egg, or transformative and impactful like the coffee bean, is a choice we continually confront. The essence of the coffee bean teaches us that within each of us lies the potential to not only withstand the boiling waters of life, but to change those waters, to enrich and alter our circumstances for the better. Adopting the coffee bean mentality means recognizing and embracing our inherent power to foster change, uplift our surroundings, and inspire others to do the same. It is a testament to the resilience and transformative potential that resides within us all, urging us to choose, time and again, to be agents of positive change in an ever boiling, ever challenging world. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.